Now we get into modern China. The Republic of China is established in 1912, so this is the end of imperial China, the end of an emperor ruling over China. And then in 1949, there's another major change. Mao Zedong and the People's Revolution will turn China into a socialist nation. And thus, communist art will come into vogue, and it focuses on social realism. It tries to serve the people in liberating and elevating the masses. And one of the great artists of this period is Yushan. And he creates Rent Collection Courtyard. And these are 3 scenes from it. This is a 1965 tableau. It actually contains 114 figures and is about 100 yards long. So a 300-foot long sculptural installation. What you're seeing here is a pre-communist scene where weary peasants bring food rent, basically taxes, to the landlord. What you're seeing on the left here is the landlord is inspecting those wares, and if he doesn't accept them, these peasants will be removed from the land, probably forcibly. And that's what we're seeing in these other 2 scenes, people being forcibly removed. From this communist socialist perspective, they're showing that the working class is putting in all of the effort, and yet the bourgeoisie, in this case the landlord, is getting all of the gain. So the ultimate message is that exploitation must not return. And this is told in a number of different ways. When you look at the figures, the farmers are muscular, are strong, and yet they're wiry because they don't have a lot of extra food. Obviously, they're paying the food rent. And yet when we look at the landlord, there's no real suggestion of him being even capable of physical work. And these little elements are meant to strengthen the message of the sculpture overall. Now it continues. We have people being thrown out, and we see the children. For example, we can assume that this is a father and son being thrown off the land, and we see the strength of the father and the suffering being depicted by the son, because you don't want to show the suffering of the farmer. That would show weakness. So we get that juxtaposition. We also have people being seemingly thrown off their land, trying to fight back. See, we have one farmer here who requires 2 guards to pull him back, to stop him from attacking, because his power is greater than that of the bourgeoisie who is trying to remove him from the land. Now, also interesting, and here's a large-scale look at it. This is the entire piece, or at least a large part of the entire piece, to give you an idea of the scale. But secondarily, there's no signature. The artist does not sign it. This is to show collective action, and that collective action could cause change in the People's Republic of China. They're moving away from the individualism of art and back towards art as a collective effort.